but tweet us. Tweet me at Giblitz77. That's JIBLITZ77. And we'll give you a shout out here on flowcombat.com.
Sorry, I was talking to somebody cage side.
As Ed Kinner's signing autographs on children over here.
Did I hear my name mentioned?
Ma'am, I'll sign your baby.
Too bad it was my baby.
So Ed Kinner's signing autographs on his own baby. Here comes the fighter, Colyn Madison.
Fighting out of Apex Mixed Martial Arts.
And what can you tell us about Apex Mixed Martial Arts? They're a newer gym. I'm assuming they're a local gym.
I believe they're up. They're not in the Capital District. I don't believe so.
They're not from Albany. Okay. I know a couple of our fighters are coming from Canada, So if you're watching, there's people from internationally fighting in this card.
$2,100 miles away is what it says.
2,100 miles away. So are we able to find out what city those guys are in? That's quite a hike.
Of course, the only bad thing about old buildings.
There is no Wi-Fi in this building. So we're flying under the radar. Old school, no Wi-Fi. As Colyn Madison addresses the crowd, a hand in the air. His opponent's about to enter. Let me tell you, Colyn Madison is in shape. A lot of these guys, as amateurs, they're still learning and learning how to take it serious and making it a career. And, he looks like he takes it serious. He's in phenomenal shape. His opponent comes marching in, John Vincent. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us, you're definitely missing the Yankee game as we are. So if you're a Yankees fan, I just got a big tweet that Aaron Judge robbed someone of a big home run in Game 7, leaping over the wall.
Look, another Brian Beery fighter.
And what can you tell us about this gym?
We've been talking about it all night.
Toughness, mental fortitude.
They're very... I'm trying to think of the right word. Brian Beery comes from a very long family that sports related. His father...
Athletic family?
Yeah, his father was the women's basketball coach for St. Rose College. His father is now the athletic director for the Cohoes School District here in upstate New York. The school, phenomenal, based right in Watervliet, New York. I believe they have a 6,000 square foot facility.
It's a big facility. Those of you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in with us as Tom Kilkenny is introducing our two fighters at the 170-pound welterweight division. We got Colyn Madison out of the red corner, John Vincent in the blue corner. Notre Dame is laying a smackdown, 28-0 on USC. So while you're joining us, and we appreciate you tuning in for the action, Notre Dame is dropping a smackdown, so you're not missing much over there. But Michigan is only losing by 1 in a 14-13 game against Penn State with 1 minute left in the second half. So that's a tight game. But stay tuned in over here.
You're doing the right thing, tuning in to us.
You are, because you're going to miss action in this card if you turn away. That's the amateur fights. I was at the Bellator 180 fights in Madison Square Garden. A lot of people were upset about, Phil Davis and, I'm drawing a blank on the other guy. But they went at it, and there was a very boring fight. But, amateur fighters, they put everything they have in there, and they're not getting paid.
Another great sportsmanship right here. He's got more of a Thai stance coming out of a jiu-jitsu school. That's great. When he started moving forward, he had more of a traditional Thai stance.
And doing the eye test, Colyn Madison looks like the much more physical, bigger fighter. Although both fighters are in phenomenal shape. underhooks
there
right
we go,
now.
right up against, right in front of us again. Doing some hand fighting going on, trying to gain position.
John Vincent is pushing Madison up against the cage with the grappling, like Ed just said, the little pummeling going on. Oh, and a big knee by Madison.
Yep.
Another knee to the body, another knee to the body.
Hit him right in the rib. First his solar plexus and then his rib. Looks like he's trying to go for the single leg. It was a great sprawl.
Vincent's really forcing that. He's got to get his hips in a little closer.
Oh, he's got that leg up there. Look at that balance. Pretty good balance.
On a single leg, but that looked like an awkward turn on the knee.
That looked like it might have tweaked his ankle.
Yeah, so Madison takes the back, goes to his back while Vincent takes the full guard position. And this is a novice amateur rules, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're just tuning in, you can only strike to the body, not to the head. In USMTA rules, the sanctioning body, the third-party sanctioning body in New York State, two or less fights, you have to fight at novice amateur rules. You require shin guards and no striking to the head while grounded.
Right in front of us. A little bit of
grappling
little dirty exchanges going on there with the heads on each of them. And they separate. Looks like we got some heavy breathing going on here. Mouth's open. He looks like he might be tired already.
Yeah, as Vincent was really working hard for a takedown, and he was struggling to get it until Madison tweaked his ankle. But it looks to be fine because he's up and moving. Big right as Vincent throws and tries to get out of the way.
Yeah, it looked like he threw a punch and tried to find an angle real quick. And he was met with a fist.
As you know, Ed, MMA is all about angles and taking
level
the right
changes.
level changes, angles. It's a great sport that incorporates techniques and different things from every sport. And that's,
mixed martial arts.
That's the greatest thing about it. As Madison's laying some heavy knees on the body of Vincent. Some aren't getting through, but they're landing on his outside of his thigh. That's
beautiful sprawl.
Great sprawl. That's the definition of a sprawl.
That's a beautiful sprawl. Looks like he's going to try to take his back. No.
He wants this fight to stand.
10-second warning.
We're still in the first round, ladies and gentlemen, as Madison and Vincent are going at it. And Madison seems to be having his way right now. A big takedown by Madison, and that's the end of the first round.
That's the end of the first round.
And I would have to give that to Madison, that first round. He had big knees. I know he got taken down by Vincent over here, but Vincent wasn't able to get a whole lot going. On my scorecard, I would have Madison with that.
10-9.
Yes, I would agree. As both of them are being addressed by their cornermen. Now, what would you say to Vincent in this corner right now as he's getting ready for this second round as our ring girl, Michelle, comes in trotting the stuff?
I would probably tell him to stop trying to take him down so much because he's wasting valuable energy.
Get those hips in closer when you're shooting those takedowns, right?
Stand, bang a little bit, set up your takedown a little better. Because it looks like he's just rushing for that takedown. I mean, he comes from a fantastic jiu-jitsu school. I mean, I'm telling you, Dan's in his, looks like Dan is his corner right now. Dan is a phenomenal jiu-jitsu player, excellent striker. So Dan's giving him some great information in that corner right now.
As both fighters stand back up as the stools get removed from the cage and they're about to close the door, and it's shut with just the referee Walters in there.
Now, it was interesting to see the other fighter face outside the cage. The USMTA normally makes them face the center of the cage. That way, the officials can
make
see
sure
what's
that
going on.
they're aware that the fight's starting.
But if you did pay attention, there was a USMTA official right outside the cage watching what was going on. Look at that, mouth wide open.
Both fighters are going at it. Vincent, like you said, he's taking that approach, not shooting, looking for the takedown early, trying to stand and strike.
That's probably what his corner told him,
Because as we saw, Madison was sprawling hard and was tough to take down. He's a big guy. Big guy at the 170-pound weight class. I bet you he's walking around about 185 right now.
185, 186. They're both probably in the 180s right now. You got to remember, one's taller than the other, so it appears that one's bigger than the other. But everybody weighed in last night, all on weight. Now, in New Jersey, they don't allow standing head kicks in a novice rules bout.
Okay.
Here in New York, we do. And look, he's going for that rear naked.
And Vincent gets the back of Madison, a big takedown after a scramble.
Set it up.
Yeah, and now he's got his legs in with the grapevines in, and then he's trying to get the, looks like the rear naked choke, but Madison's doing a good job with hand control at the moment.
Almost. It looks like he's got. I don't think it's in tight. I think he still hasn't got. Oh yeah, he didn't have.
Oh, and a good turn by Madison to escape.
Right in a full guard.
And he's laying some heavy shots to the body.
But again, it's to the body and not to the face.
Good second round so far for this fight.
He tried to go for an armbar right there. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. He thought about it, but didn't. He hesitated, it looked like.
Hesitation is your worst enemy in this sport.
Worst enemy in all sports.
But he looks up at the big monitor, see himself on the monitor.
Hey, Mom, look at me. I'm on TV. Big shots on the left side of
now these
Madison.
They don't look like heavy shots, but you take.
That's Mike Walter stands them back up.
Mike Walter standing them up.
You know, you want a little more action.
That is the referee's discretion. If he does not feel, to people watching at home, you definitely thought that he was working. He was throwing some punches to the body. The referee didn't think it was adequate enough, so he stood them both right back up.
Now we know Vincent's capable of getting him taken down. He just struggles to get his hips in when he is searching for that takedown. But in that scramble, he manages to take the back of Madison, as Madison right now is going to work with some knees to him against the cage. And it looks like he's trying to get like that judo hip toss almost. Yeah. It's not going in his favor, unfortunately.
10-second warning.
And it's tough to throw someone like that when their hips are taller than you.
I mean, it's good balance. You're on one leg. You've got your opponent's weight on you.
Yeah. Look, another great round.
I am absolutely flabbergasted at the amount of sportsmanship already in 5 fights that we've seen tonight.
You know, that's great. And this is a sport that you think is full of violent individuals. It is full of great sportsmanship, as we see on TV every other night, every other weekend, and the big organizations as well as the amateur ones. And that trickles down. As we have another ring card girl come sauntering around the ring with the card, letting the fans know round 3 is on their way. As each team is talking to their fighter. Now, right now, how would you have this fight? We gave the first round to Madison, 10-9. That fight, you had Vincent with the back for a good amount of time.
I'd have
looking
to
for the choke. But then Madison recovered and had some good knees against the cage. So that's a tough one to judge for the judges.
I have to have it 1-1 going into the 3rd round.
I would agree with you just because, Vincent had that big takedown where he took his back and then he captured his neck for a moment and was really working him. But it was a great round between the two fighters with a lot of back and forth action as they both stand right now. Vincent looks like the more tired of the two fighters, though, as he keeps trying to land some outside leg kicks. And you just see Madison pushing forward. Vincent looks for the takedown. He got the body lock. He just needs to return his hips and get them in tight. But unfortunately, Madison pulls away.
And neither one of them look too tired yet either.
No. They're pretty fresh for amateur fighters.
Like
I said at the beginning of the fight, these two fighters are in pretty good shape. A lot of amateur fighters you see, they're still kind of growing up still. Yeah, a lot of young guys, but these two fighters, are impressive right now. The technique is impressive. As Madison gets the takedown against the cage on Vincent. Vincent's trying to hold. Oh, and there's a couple of head punches. And as we just heard,
referee warn him. He does it again, he'll get disqualified.
Well, that was his one and only warning. No strikes to the head. Both fighters are fighting for position.
In my opinion, that should have been a point deduction.
As Vincent's fighting, using good hand control at the moment. Oh, and Vincent just, he's looking for the triangle right here. Threw that leg up real quickly.
He just doesn't have it tight, and he doesn't have it locked in yet. It's a little harder to lock it in. With
Trying to
shin
get that
pads on.
arm bar, it looks like.
Now, if he spikes him, it's an automatic disqualification if he spikes him.
You can't slam an amateur,
You can
correct?
slam, but you can't. The
Spike
head can't
him.
go first.
That's okay. So those of you who are listening,
He's got that arm
can't
lock
spike
in
the
there.
head
Look at
first.
that.
This is some great grappling right now. This is very entertaining to watch. As Madison uses the triangle around Vincent's head, and Vincent takes top control. Now, you're not allowed to up kick either, are you?
If he's not.
If you're a grounded opponent, can you up kick the head?
Yes.
You can up kick. Okay. As you hear Vincent's corner yelling, posture up.
That's Dan over there giving him some good 10 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges call it.
Yeah, I'm very interested. You know, this has been a back and forth fight. Some big shots by Vincent at the end of the round, just as the 10-second warning comes in. And Vincent finishes strong in the fight. Both fighters show a lot of gratitude to each other, and a great fight fought by two warriors.
Great sportsmanship, absolutely great.
Phenomenal job by, what a great fight.
It was fantastic.
Great technique by the two fighters. At one point you thought one fighter's done, the other just, manages to escape. Great job by both fighters. I'm speechless at the moment. These two fighters, they left it all in there. We had it 1-1 going into the third, and that third round was back and forth. I'm not sure where we go with that.
I had it 1-1 going into the third round. That last round was kind of hard to call.
It was tough. It was very back and forth. They both landed good body shots. They both had good grappling. They both switched positions.
I'm glad I'm not.
Equal control. I'm glad I'm not judging.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not judging tonight, man. It was. I feel good saying. I don't even.
I'm curious to see how the judges score. This could be a draw. Who knows? Who knows where this fight lands, and the judges, their eyes. Don't leave it to the judges, though. That's what they say. As we're about to hear the official announcement from ring announcer Tom Kilkenny. Definitely a rewarding of a round of applause from the crowd.
All three judges start by unanimous decision. And your winner, out of the red corner,
What's that?
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, unanimous decision for Colyn Madison out of the red corner. I'm assuming they probably scored that 29-28 on all three judges' scorecard. I would agree as well. I thought that was a great decision. Great fight. Fifth fight of the night. Unanimous decision for Colyn Madison over John Vincent. John Vincent can't hang his head on anything. He did he fought hard. He almost had a submission at the end.
For anybody asking any questions, you see how Alexius Phoenix is in there?
Yes.
He's critiquing his referee. He saw something that he didn't like, and he's letting his referee know.